Hello everybody, and thanks so much for watching. If you're watching the replay, don't forget that you still can tap the screen and give us some hearts. And we are out here today. It's a little bit chilly. We have Sherlock will be the star of our show today. It's a 6-month-old Labradoodle. Good morning, everybody's just jumping in. Hello, hello. Looks like we've got Tony's here. A couple other people just jumped in. Hello, good morning. We also have, for distraction purposes, Molly. She'll be starring in this episode, and her sister, Abby. Good girl, Abby. That was nice recognition for her name. And my stepdaughter, Antonia, is also going to be helping us. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, Abby is ready to go. Awesome. These guys all look good. I have no idea how this is going to go. I'm trying to add in a ton of distractions. Good morning. You're on 81 North to New York. Awesome. We'll be in the same neck of the woods soon, Tony. You're heading up that way from, I believe, from Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken. Awesome. So hang on just a second. Let me move this camera. Sorry about that. Whoa, the bright. It's bright. Good morning, everybody. My name is Kim Greco, and I own a dog training company called Paws and Possibilities, and I'm also the creator of our online dog training program called Manners Matter. And what we're going to talk about in the broadcast today, as far as training a dog to do a pretty solid recall, is something that's covered in our online training program. And it is on sale for the Black Friday weekend. It's on sale until midnight on Monday night. So if you're interested, you could find that at our shortened link. It's called bit.ly/Manners Matter with a capital N, M for manners, and a capital M for matters. You can also find a link right smack on the front of my homepage for Paws and Possibilities. So if you are new to me and you haven't watched my broadcast before, don't hesitate to follow me. You can click that little, if you're watching live, you can click the little periscope dude and pick follow. You can also choose to share this broadcast with your friends and family that have dogs, and if you think that they might enjoy this type of broadcast. So we're working with a 6-month-old puppy. His name is Sherlock, and he's doing really great with his training. Let's see, we've got some roughhousing and playing going on. I'll let you watch that. There we go. Awesome. Hey, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate that you're here. I also appreciate you only post in English on my broadcast because that's the only language that I understand. So, doing a little bit of roughhousing, a little bit of playing right now. And we're going to turn this into a training session pretty quickly. So I'm going to actually put an additional camera on, so hang on. Put it all the way on there. So cute. This camera is just going to give us a little bit of a wider view. I know, they are pretty cute. So, real life training here. We're going to switch this wild play into a controlled training session. Let me put the camera down and make sure we will both be in the shot. So I'm going to just do recall. Antonia and I are going to go flipping back and forth. And we're going to get Sherlock, the little brown puppy, to go from one of us to the other one of us. And we'll be clicking and then offering a treat anytime he listens. So you can imagine for a puppy like this, it's going to be pretty difficult for him to switch from wild play to work mode, and we will see how he does. So wish us luck. During this session, I'm actually not going to be able to answer your questions because obviously I'll be focusing on Sherlock, but as soon as we are done working with him, I will come right back over and answer any questions that you might have. Cool, let's get rocking and rolling. Sherlock, come. Good boy. Sherlock. Sherlock, come. Sherlock, come. Sherlock, come. Good boy. Way to go, boy. Way to go, boy, you are. Sherlock, come. here. Go ahead and call him. Sherlock, come. Good boy. That's hard. Go at it. Nice. Way to go, boy. You are so good. Oh, Sherlock, come. One more time. Sherlock, come. Good, Abby girl. Sherlock, come. Ready. Go ahead. Sherlock, come. Oh, good. We'll leave it at that for a minute. Way to go, boy. Awesome. Okay, I'm back, and I can answer any questions that you have. He's such a little rock star. So you can imagine with Molly and Abby being there, it's quite distracting. You guys are super generous with your hearts. Anybody have any questions about that? He did awesome. What do you think? Pretty cool to see that he can flip back and forth. We used the dogs as a distraction. Notice there were some times too where I had food out and had Antonia call him even while I had food in front of his mouth, and he still was able to pull away from the food that I had and rush over to Antonia. And then there was a couple of times where I was petting him. Do my dogs get confused when I click for Sherlock? Nice job. Thank you, Dog Mama. My dogs do not get confused when I click for Sherlock because my dogs are super well trained to know that this is not their training session. So they're just conditioned for this kind of work because they do it so often, and that they learn how to do it right at the very beginning. When I first started to work with them, even as puppies, there was times when I would just work with one and not the other. Cool. Awesome. Thumbs up. So perfect. They are just all kind of milling around right now. They did a great job. I'd love to answer any more questions if anybody has them. Hi. What drawback, if any, is there for clicking around the decoy dogs? I don't think there's a drawback for that. Of course, you know, my dogs wouldn't mind at all if I wanted to give them some treats at the same time, and sometimes I do. Depends on, you know, what we're working on. But no drawback for the puppy, unless, of course, you are working with a dog that is potentially resource guarding around food. Then you would obviously need to be super careful about your protocols and delivering food towards the dog when there's other dogs around. But this puppy doesn't have any kind of issues or problems. I'm just going to turn the camera around. Your dogs know, but some dogs aren't as trained. Absolutely. Yep, my dogs are trained for this, so that my dogs are trained to help me train other dogs. And so they're the perfect distractions. Hey there, Gila. Nice to see you. I hope you got a chance to see the puppy. Did such a great job with his recall work in high distracting environments. He did an awesome job. Cool. Does that make sense? Any other questions? Now, if you're doing this with your dog at home, you don't need to, cool, Gila, yeah, this puppy's so cute. You don't need to use other dogs as distractions. It's just something that I do because it can help mimic more of a real life situation. But you don't need to use dogs. You'll watch the replay. Awesome, Gila, thanks. And so you could use, I use generally with, if you don't have other dogs to use, you use your own as distractions too. I know, Gila, you do, absolutely. I've seen you do that work with your dogs. And so you can use food as a distraction. You can use toys as a distraction. Eye contact and just petting the dog can be a distraction as well. And so I just layer in my dogs running around the backyard, free to do whatever they want, as just an extra distraction for the dogs that I'm training. Cool. Awesome. Thanks you guys for watching. I'm so glad that you were here. So glad that you got a chance to see it. I'm so glad that Sherlock did so well. He really has been doing super. So I just wanted to demonstrate for you. I did do a session earlier in the week. One of the first sessions I did with his recall training like this. Reliable recall is the most important. It really is. And it's the top #1 thing that this family wanted their dog trained for. Well, he was with me. So he's doing a super job, and he goes home tomorrow night. So we'll practice again in some more real world situations tomorrow. But for right now, he's doing awesome. Thank you, Gila. I appreciate that. The puppy's just super smart and loves to work. So that makes a good combination for getting some pretty awesome results. Excellent. All right, I'll keep it short and sweet. You guys have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for your comments. Thanks for the hearts. Was I the only one clicking, or did the other gal click when she called? Yep, the other gal's my stepdaughter, Antonia, and she also, yep, take care, Gila. She was clicking, so it could be, you could have one, hello from Brazil. It doesn't really matter. You could have two people clicking. That's what we did this morning. So when Antonia called Sherlock and he came towards her, she clicked literally on the first step that Sherlock took in her direction. And when I called him, I did that. So the first step he took in my direction, I clicked. You could do this exercise with just one clicker. Antonia could have been the only one clicking. She could have clicked when Sherlock came towards her. Antonia could have clicked when Sherlock came towards me, and I could have delivered the treat. So it really doesn't matter where the click comes from. Hello from Minnesota. Hello, hello. Thanks for being here. Cool. So you can have one clicker or two clickers, makes no difference. One of the things that makes this training super effective is that click is going to be really meaningful for the dog, and it doesn't really matter who's doing the clicking. But in this case, it was two of us. Cool. That was a great question. I appreciate you asking. Gotcha. Awesome. Okie doke. You guys have a fantastic day. Go have fun with your dogs. Take care, and I will see you again very shortly on Periscope. Take care.